Yo, what up, it's your boy Southside Geek A60 back with another video, and today we got Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 2, breakdown by none other than you rock stars. Let's get it, no more chit chat.
And this is a breakdown of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 2, Shoot the Moon, and Episode 3, The Scales and the Sword. Every Tuesday night here on the New Rockstars channel, we're going to be breaking down these episodes scene by scene for the Easter eggs, the interesting details, and the MCU connections that you might have missed. And I'm wearing this Nelson, Murdoch, and Page shirt, the law firm that Daredevil's still fighting for in his heart. And you can get this design exclusively at our merch store, nerdright.shop, along with other great Marvel designs, and all of it goes directly to supporting what we do here at New Rockstars. Now, last week, in addition to the shout out to Val that we got in the season premiere, if you looked closely at this one shot, you can see Avengers
I
Tower,
noticed that
finally in the
so
background
fast.
of a Daredevil show. This would be after the events of Thunderbolts when Val turned it into Sentry's Watchtower, but now, as of that movie's post-credit scene, it is back to being the HQ of the new Avengers. So this season really wants us to feel that this world is definitely the world of the MCU, where certain crossovers can happen. Episode 2 opens with someone using red spray paint to write the interlocking D's of Daredevil's new logo. There is some black paint on their fingertips, so I'm guessing they also sprayed the black parts of the Statue of Liberty under those red tags, or maybe they just got done reading the Darkhold. We later see this footage in BB's final Fisk video in this episode, so it's either BB or one of her friends painting this. Then we see Ben Poindexter standing in a church asking for a nun named Sister Maggie. Sister Maggie Grace is Matt Murdock's mother, who played a major role in season 3 of the Netflix era, often in a position where she had to lie to Agent Raiden
she
Dean
die?
Dex when he was still an FBI agent, and she covered for her son when he was on the run. Matt had mixed feelings toward her after she abandoned him as a baby, but at the end of the season, as both Matt and Sister Maggie mourned Father Lantom, Matt embraced forgiveness toward his mother. The young clergyman tells Dex here that Sister Maggie is on a sabbatical year in Rome.
Remind me in the comments, y'all, did she die?
Why does
His
Dex
mom?
want her? Maybe as a way to get Matt's attention, or maybe by him saying he needs absolution for his betrayal of people. He's on kind of a 12-step apology tour to the people he wronged in season 3, and Sister Maggie would be on that list. I don't know whether he's sincere about wanting absolution, because there was a certain smugness to "you're welcome" being scratched on that knife, and when Dex turns around, he is holding a knife here, but the young man is not a full priest yet and therefore cannot deliver penance via the Catholic sacrament of reconciliation. And Dex says, "I'm not too picky," and the lights in this church fill in blue, the color that filled Bullseye's world in Daredevil Born Again Season 1 as a way of showing his sharpened
I gotta
awareness
say
and
this. I have to say this. Dude, for me, this is personally by far the best episode of the Daredevil Born Again era, but this show, I don't know what it is, bro, but like, it's a good show, but it's not living up to the hype of the original Netflix series, bro. It's just not. Like, this episode gave me hope. Like, yes, it could be that. It could be just like the Netflix series, but it's just not hitting the same, bro. It's just not hitting the same. Like, once again, not to keep repeating myself, but like, I really am enjoying this season, but I don't know, something's missing. Something's missing. Like, I see a lot of the discourse online. Like, a lot of people, like, they agree with me. I'm not the only one. Yeah, I don't know. There's something missing. There's just something missing.
Station on a tiny target. So what is Bullseye focused on now in season 2? Is it true redemption, or some kind of unfinished business, or just justice in the way he sees it? Fisk spars with a boxing trainer to get ready for his fight night with the Matterhorn that we see on the scrapping in the kitchen posters later in this episode, and starts uppercutting this trainer. Compare that with Matt getting too aggressive with Karen in their training in episode 1 and restraining himself. Kingpin knows no such restraint. When this poor trainer tries to just do his job, Fisk, pissed off after losing 4 task force goons, takes out his rage on the trainer and does to him what Steve Rogers did to the punching bag in 2012's Avengers. Oof, yeah, that guy's dead. In the Hawkeye series, the way Fisk ripped off a car door definitely made him look like he had some superhuman strength, like he kind of does here. Ariana from the Greek restaurant gets arrested by the goons. You can see someone in the upstairs window closing the blinds. Remember, she runs an extraction operation for people trying to get out of New York City, so this might be some other refugee. Fisk decides that they can't publicly out Matt as Daredevil, because then it would mean that it was Daredevil who saved his life at the gala. So instead, Fisk gives a televised address that Matt is missing, so folks around New York City will call in any sightings of Matt. Seemingly within seconds, everyone's phones blow up with this 555 Murdoch hotline, and posters get taped up with lightning speed. We see another BB report with a local who blames the Northern Star on Daredevil. There's so much pastel in all of these shots, even down to the coffee cups that BB apparently handed out to these extras
like
who are playing
Vaseline was
chess.
fucking
Daniel and
rubbing
Sheila
the camera
review how
lens.
BB's Max Headroom Kingpin videos are uploaded to this YouTube adjacent site under the City Without Fear YouTube handle. This one under the title, Daredevil Sunk My Boat? And according to the icons, it's trending with 346,000 views. This whole listing is at odds with the line that Daniel tells Sheila.
I mean, it's pretty underground, you know, but these drops, they show up on socials, then they disappear. It's like guerrilla shit.
This video did not disappear.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
trending on this MCU YouTube with
Yeah,
346,000 views under the same City Without Fear account. So, I don't know, it kind of feels like the line they wrote for the actor and the visual effect that they added for the scene were just made by two different departments. I mean, anyone who actually knows how social media works would not describe this as, quote, guerrilla shit. It's just basic social media behavior. Now, in Daniel's office, he has a Jets necklace, and it looks like tickets to an upcoming Jets game. Of course he'd be a Jets fan. I feel bad for that girl on the bus in the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer who's probably going to be sitting right next to him. Sheila tells Daniel that he has to show this video.
Once again, I can see how people thought that was Rogue, but like, why would they introduce Rogue like that? Sorry, I had to say that.
To Fisk and asks how it leaked. Daniel says that the footage was not on his laptop, but after she leaves, he does drag the footage into his desktop recycling bin. Does he empty that recycling bin to truly erase it? Doesn't sound like it. Yeah, BB probably did bug his apartment when the cleaning crew came in. Cole North returns from season 1 with some facial scars.
I didn't even think about that. BB probably bugged his apartment. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's so true. Because she's for sure getting her information from him, right? So I'm pretty sure that's how she's getting the juicy details. I'm trying to say like the information, or like I said, the details that he doesn't want to share with her, she still gets them by, you know, having a bug in the apartment. I didn't think about that. That's so true. She probably has this shit bugged.
He was spared by Daredevil during the attack in Matt's apartment in the season 1 finale, even after we learned it was Cole who killed Hector Ayala. His scarring comes from the fact that another AVTF goon tossed a grenade without any regard for Cole or any other goons who might have still been surviving in the room. I admit when I saw that boom, I thought Cole was for sure dead. But the way Harry Osborn survived a grenade in Spider-Man 3 with some mere
that's
burn
how he has that
tissue,
scar.
that Marvel boom boom rule also applies to Cole North. 2 AVTF goons arrived to kill Cherry in his hospital room. One of them seems to be the same one with the goofy smile from the BB report clip earlier. A group of older detectives stand guard to protect Cherry, and they bring up getting pizza from Lombardi's, which is a callback to the Lombardi's mushroom and sausage pizza that Frank Castle loves in Punisher season 2 episode 5.
Is that Lombardi's?
Sausage and mushroom.
Holy sh**.
Part of the fondness all these cops have for Cherry comes from a detail from Cherry's plaque that we saw in episode 1. He was commended for his services in 2012, meaning that he was specifically a first responder during the Battle of New York. As the goons leave, they call the detectives dickheads, just as we see their bald dickheads reflected in the mirror glass in the elevator ceiling. Dex apparently was waiting for them up there, and when the elevator doors open to the garage, they slump over dead with head wounds. Dex drops down in his full bullseye suit as blue light fills the frame again. The bullseye logo has been added to the forehead part of the mask, making this whole getup even more comic accurate. Where did Dex get this new suit? Is Melvin Potter still out there? Is Luke Jacobson on the West Coast getting some work? Also, how long was Dex?
I low-key hope they bring Luke Jacobs back, because he was funny as the fuck, bro. Luke Jacobs, right? That's his name, Luke Jacobs? Dude, that dude was fucking hilarious, bro. I wish they would bring him back. That'll be dope.
Dex waited up there at the top of the elevator. Fisk shows Daniel a photo of Commissioner Gallo's body, made it look like he died in a car accident after a rainstorm made the road slick. You know, sometimes when you get in a wreck, your face ends up ripped in half, like a mayor might have done it with his hands. Matt and Karen spy on the Northern Star salvage operation, and the workers rigged a crate to break open and dump open a bunch of diapers just for the news cameras. This brand is Potts Tots. I wonder if it's a consumer product made by a subsidiary of Stark Industries named after Pepper Potts. Fisk and Vanessa talk about the Freeport they've built as a generational effort that, without an heir, won't have enough of an impact. The next episode suggests that Daniel is being set up to be that heir, maybe even an adaptation of the Richard Fisk storyline from the comics, where Kingpin's actual son becomes the Rose, or later the Blood Rose, a killer working within the ranks of the organization. For now, they kind of sidestep the heir question and just talk about expanding Fisk's enterprises globally.
How many more worlds do you need to conquer?
How many are there?
Oh, don't ask a question like that on the eve of Avengers Doomsday Incursions. I'm eager to see this version of Kingpin rule over an even crazier version of Manhattan that could be part of Battleworld and Secret Wars.
That'll be
Angela Del Toro,
insane.
niece of Hector Ayala, chats with her aunt Soledad. As they walk into this bodega, you can see an AVTF Humvee across the street, so the task force presence is truly everywhere. Angela's friend Javi and his buddy steal a bottle of beer, and Berto decides to handle this with a shotgun. So now that AVTF goon across the street barges in, attacks Berto for taking matters into his own hands, and arrests Berto, Javi, and Soledad too, just for her putting her hand on his arm. As Angela cries watching her aunt and friend and poor Berto get taken away, Matt's face smiles from the missing poster behind her, as really the only angel devilish enough to do something about this. I mean, even more evident than last week's AVTF raid on the restaurant, this scene makes it clear that the writers knew what they were doing when it comes to the real world parallels, even if they're hesitant to admit it in interviews. Heather and Vanessa chat about tapping into the minds of violent people, and similar to the visions of Muse that Heather has been experiencing, Vanessa suddenly looks out the window, sensing that Dex is watching her, and he is. Heather brushes it off as her gram saying it's a goose walking across her grave. From trailers indicating that Foggy will return this season, and a trailer shot of Wesley in a car with Fisk, we might be getting a lot of ghostly geese waddling across graves of characters this season. Angela goes to Kirsten McDuffie for help and finds her Uncle Hector's old belongings, including his tiger amulet necklace. Daniel serves BB.
Dude, every time they bring up something with White Tiger, Hector Ayala, that shit just breaks me, dude. Like, cause it hits more because the actor actually died in real life too. Like, rest in peace, dude. But like, damn, dude. Like, and so far they're doing her origin story. Awesome. Angela's Hector's White Tiger's niece. She's gonna be a great White Tiger. I hope they continue on with her origin story. Like, by that I mean, like, I hope they continue to do it as good as they're doing it, because right now they're doing it perfectly.
A fancy home-cooked dinner as he warns her not to leak anything from his laptop, while Fisk reminds Sheila of her loyalty with Gallows' file and what she did to doom the commissioner to his death, suggesting that Fisk could do the same thing to her. Actress Susan Barron returns in the second season as the Josie of Josie's Bar. There's a visit from A.G. Kim where she informs them that Cherry is safe, but there's this like resist, rebel dialogue that comes in from ADR that makes this kind of a confusing moment.
Take care. Lock your doors. Fisk is hunting. Resist. Rebel.
I think something might have been removed from this part of the episode, and they just kind of needed to set up Josie being here for the AVTF raid that would be coming later. We see another one of BB's Max Headroom.
That was mad sus, bro. Because what a coincidence that they go to check on Josie's, and then literally right after that, what is it, AVTF, the anti-vigilante task force, show up. That was, for me, that was way too much of a coincidence. I don't know, bro, because I know that's Cherry's friend from the Force, but like, I don't know, dude. That was too much of a coincidence. Way too much of a coincidence.
Videos, this one using a lot of imagery from The Matrix, raining green letters that all spell out Mayor Kingpin in a red pill, blue pill shot, like the one of Morpheus's hands from the Wachowskis' 1999 film. This one ends with BB revealing it's her under the mask, making it kind of funny that it was her doing those voices and gestures. Indeed, she kind of breathes like each of these takes a lot out of her. Now that we know it's BB, the shout out to Ben Urich in the video in episode 1 makes more sense, and it was a pretty dangerous tell for BB to even include it. In this video, she had said,
all these people are safe with all your childhood dogs in a farm upstate.
Now, I know it's a joke. BB is saying that just like parents say your dog moved to a farm when the dog's actually dead, but technically upstate from New York City, well, really just up the Hudson River, is Westchester County, where a certain mutant academic sanctuary would exist. Vanessa has a trippy dream of a blue rose on her nightstand. Seems to have been shot with reverse photography so that the fog flows in the opposite direction. Brian De Palma used a similar technique in Carrie. We see a baseball.
I didn't even notice
this is a nod to Daredevil season 3 episode 5 when young Dex, when he was outside the Ludhurst home for boys, threw a baseball over and over again at the same spot on the brick wall. Being a baseball player was an early sign of his accuracy talent, but then the dream recreates the pen that she handed Ben Poindexter to release him from prison and unleashed him upon the world. In this dream, she says,
I know why you're hunting me.
Why is Vanessa having these bullseye dreams? Does she feel that Vanessa using Dex to kill Foggy is some sin that Bullseye must now avenge upon her? Is there some other kind of relationship between Vanessa and Dex that we don't know about yet?
I know I just said what I said, but like, that is true though. Like, why is he going after her? Like, why she is so scared of him going after her? And I'm trying to say, did she do something to him that we don't know about? Did she like well, she did manipulate him in the first season of Born Again. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, what else is there that we don't know yet? Because it's weird how scared she is of Poindexter. I'm trying to say, like, it's. I mean, yes, he did try to kill her husband, but like, it's Kingpin. She knows Kingpin could deal with it or handle himself. And it's like, what did she do? What did they do, Poindexter and Vanessa, that we don't know about? You know what I'm trying to say? Because, like, she is terrified. She's talking to Kingpin about, like, moving out of New York. Let's leave this life, which is, like, I'm pretty sure there is a part of her that really does want to leave this lifestyle. But, like, I don't know, dude. It has to be mainly because she's scared of this dude. And, yeah, last time I'm going to say it. What is she so afraid of? What happened between them? Or what did she do to Poindexter that we don't know yet?
But when she wakes up, it's now a red rose on her nightstand. Maybe a sign that we're going to see the Rose or Blood Rose Richard Fisk storyline with Daniel Blake. Fisk and Vanessa talk about an island that they own.
I hate the feeling of sand between my toes.
Oh, listen to Anakin Skywalker here.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating. And it gets everywhere.
I mean, it's kind of wild that Wilson Fisk has an island, or at least those flight logs. I got some other thoughts on this island in the theory time section at the end of this video. As Matt and Karen slow dance, Matt's awareness alarm goes off again and the aspect ratio shifts right as a deafening blast knocks him on his feet because the AVTF has arrived at the building.
When I first watched the trailer, I originally thought, like, oh shit, we're gonna see how Matt reacted when the snap happened. Because I thought in the trailer, when I seen that scene where he's like, he falls onto the ground because while he's dancing with Karen, I originally thought that was because that's when the snap happened and Daredevil heard the snapping. He heard all those people disappear. He heard all those heartbeats just stop. I'm trying to say. So, like, I originally thought, because remember, Daredevil, Kingpin, well, it doesn't matter if Kingpin it was, but still, Daredevil was around during the blip. He didn't get blipped away. So, yeah, I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was New Rockstars, but I would love to see where was Daredevil during the snap. I'm trying to say, and how he reacted to that, because mind you, Daredevil can hear everything. He hears everybody's heartbeat. He hears who's breathing, who's about to die, like all at once. So imagine him hearing all those people, all those heartbeats just stop all of a sudden. You know what I'm trying to say? And then that loud ass snap, because I'm pretty sure that had a noise. I'm trying to say, besides just the actual snap of it. But yeah, I would love to see Daredevil's reaction. I would love to see him in the moment when that happened.
With this loudspeaker, Josie gets detained, but Matt zips down to free her from the two goons. He flings a billy club to take out the loudspeaker. Benson and Moorhead love staging fight scenes in the wrecked Josie's bar. This time it's much better lit and no smoke. Matt latches his billy club cable and uses it to slide across the floor to take out two more goons by the legs. And then he chases two more of them into his and Karen's hideout. Those poor dummy heads all get shot up, but Karen will salvage some of the wigs based off of the shot of her in the bar in episode 3. Matt lunges for the flashlight.
I'm sorry, but those wigs are horrible.
These guards. He smiles briefly, amused that their ability to see here is actually a disadvantage that would not have bothered him at all. He's not going to shoot them the way they definitely would have done to him, but he does use the butt of this gun to knock them out. We see Matt and Karen's fallback rendezvous spot, Pana 2, with all the Christmas lights and the neon rose. This is the...
That look-y looks like the logo from Smallville, like the same font. Look at that. Right? Look at that. That looks just like the font from Smallville.
Fallback rendezvous spot, Pana 2, with all the Christmas lights and the neon rose. This is the East Village Indian restaurant where Matt and Karen went out for dinner in season 2, episode 5 of the Netflix Daredevil era. Beneath these lights, we see a new graffiti sign,
That's
Fisk
dope.
U, with the I and part of the Y formed by the sinking Northern Star ship. Is BB herself stenciling all of these? If so, she's been busy. With their hideout gone, Karen leads them to their new hideout, Frank Castle's old basement from Daredevil Born Again season 1. This is where Matt met with Frank in season 1, episode 4. Frank is not here. While he may not be in the 8 episodes of this season, Disney Plus announced that his special presentation is coming just 1 week after the season finale on May 12th. It's going to be called Punisher One Last Kill. The official synopsis is, as Frank Castle searches for meaning beyond revenge, an unexpected force pulls him back into the fight. I'm wondering if that unexpected force could be Sadie Sink's character in Spider-Man Brand New Day, potentially the mutant Jean Grey, someone with the ability to silence the voices of his ghost son telling him to kill people. Frank's influence on Karen lives on in Karen's choices now. She reveals she's captured the AVTF goon from the alley. We're reminded of when Karen Page captured Wesley and ended up killing him in season 1. Doing this kind of thing isn't great for Karen's mental health.
When Karen captured Wesley? I thought Wesley captured Karen. Am I tweaking? Anyways, doesn't matter. I thought Wesley captured Karen. Anyways.
But it is arguably
Doesn't
effective.
matter.
While Powell gets credit for saying the title of this episode, Shooting the Moon, it seems like Karen is now the one who is shooting the moon.
Alright, so that was it, y'all. I'm for sure gonna do a reaction to the breakdown for episode 3, but not right now because I have shit to do. So yeah. This is fun. I'm enjoying this so far because usually I watch these videos by myself. Like the breakdown videos and like the Easter eggs and all that. So yeah, I'm having fun doing this on camera for YouTube. So I'm gonna for sure continue this. I'm gonna for sure continue the series as the show goes on, and who knows, I probably will do it for other shows too, because I might not be doing the actual reaction to the episodes, but I could do reactions to the breakdown of them. Because remember, even if it's not new rock stars doing the breakdowns, there's for sure gonna be other YouTubers that do breakdowns for other shows that I'm watching that new rock stars is probably not gonna break down. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think so far, and also let me know if you agree with me what I said at the beginning of the video, that this version of Daredevil is cool. By this version, I mean like this version of the show, Daredevil Born Again, is good, but for me, it's not reaching the heights of Daredevil on Netflix. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know what y'all think, and if y'all obviously don't agree with me, let me know. Give me a counter. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. But anyways, like always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and deuces.